was on point though. You was ready. You was ready. Yeah, she was on it. Like she was definitely on it.
All right, we live? All right. What's good, y'all? We are back with episode 2 of The Great Escape with me, Five the Artist. Today we have a special guest, Young Ridiclous.
What's good? What's good? Bless.
All right, so I said I was going to start off with one main question every time I interview with somebody. Okay. And it's going to be, what is your definition of escape, or how do you escape?
Can I answer both?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My definition of escape is whatever has you forgetting that you're present.
Okay.
And I escape by finding the little things in everything, if that makes sense. Like they say, you miss a whole bunch of shit that you... Can we cuss?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure. But they say, you miss a lot of stuff that you normally wouldn't see, like when you're driving in the car versus walking.
Yeah.
So I try to apply that same type of logic with situations or people or, just other individuals that I interact with. But mostly I put that into my music for real, because that creates the safe space for me, the escape that allows me to be, or the person that emulates the energy that,
So do you know how some artists be like, oh yeah, I tap into my alter ego. Mm-hmm. Would you say that Young Ridiclous is your alter ego, or you kind of merge that reality with the one that we're in right now? Do you even have an alter ego?
That's a good ass question. It's great. I had this conversation with my mother, because my mother been supportive of my music and stuff like that, and I said it to her, like, sometimes I don't feel like we are the same person, because I'll write some shit and a lot of lyrics become like quotes and stuff that we use, and people can really use them, or they become like Instagram captions or whatever, and I'll write some shit. You're in a different mindset when you creating. Yeah. So when I'm writing, and I'll write some shit that it's like a person could really use that, and I myself be like, damn, like, why the fuck? It's like I said it this sometimes, like, it's like Young Ridiclous knows some shit that I don't. Okay. Or that individual is already in a mindset that I'm trying to get to. Okay. Because when I write the lyrics, it's like, you would think, the type of shit that I'm saying, you would think like, yo, this nigga, because even I go back and listen to it, like, and I know I'm the person that wrote it, but it's like, it's kind of like blacking out. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize really what you're doing until after it's done. I don't really dissect my songs until after the mixing and all that shit is done.
So you don't really call it like an alter ego. You would call it like maybe like your higher self or something like that. Yeah. Because you're trying to get to a certain level. Okay, I mean, I get that.
That's what I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? Well, or I am him. Damn, it's about to go into a whole other topic. Because it's like... are you familiar with like imposter syndrome? Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes I know they say it's not good to self-diagnose yourself, but I feel like I had that in some cases, because I'll do stuff, and where other people will like cheer it on or celebrate that, I'll look at it and be like, that's not enough for me.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really feel like I'm where I want to be celebrating shit.
I mean, that's heavy right there. Every time you reach a certain milestone, you like, oh no, this is not enough. I need to do something bigger. Like, how am I top the last thing I just did?
And people looking at you like, well, how could you not? Like, one of my songs, and this might be small to some people, big to some people, but one of my songs I did like 1.k on streams, and I've never had that happen before. But with my cousin, who I'm on the label with, Red Crowns, shout out to them.
Shout out Red Crowns.
He showed it to me, and I'm like, yo, that's what's up, yo, that's good. And in my head, I'm like, damn, that's it. Like, and it's like, be humble, but it's like, I know what I'm trying to achieve. Right. You know what I'm saying? I really want to shift the energy, or have a hand in the shift that goes on into the greater minds that come out of this era or generation that is us.
And then it's not a lot of people that you can really say that's doing, you call it like spiritual trap.
Yeah, spiritual trap.
I haven't heard that. I really haven't heard that.
You got gospel, like, hip hop.
Yeah, because you got your woke rap, and then you got the hip hop, then you got the underground, and that's where a lot of the information usually comes from, like the underground artists. Not a lot of mainstream artists, but I like the And
then when you say, you ever seen the Fighting Temptations? Yeah. You remember when they was like rapping, but they had the gospel in the background? Like, they was in the
Fighting Temptations. That movie sucks so bad, dog.
They was in the church, and
well,
they were
keep it going. When he was direct,
and they were like rapping. He was going in, but it's like, niggas ain't gonna really relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell people spiritual trap, I don't think they do, but I'm quick to clear up that it's not Christian rap or anything like that, because I'm not trying to preach to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just
basically telling parts of your life through your music.
Right, because I know I'm not the only individual that think like I do, like that want to change but may still dabble in them old selves. Yeah. Like, and I understand that. So it's like, I call it being a hippie with hood nigga tendencies. Right. That's what I call it.
And then you can be everything though. Like, you don't have to subject yourself to just being one thing. I think that's where a lot of people get tripped up.
Yeah, because, I think I agree. And I think they do that because they, first off, don't even know where they want to go. So when dabbling into other things, there's like no real plan. There's no like, I'm gonna dive into these different things to really find my niche and my purpose to build off that. They just doing it with
winging it.
Yeah, like
definitely winging it.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, where did you get the name Young Ridiclous from?
It's crazy. I had a feeling that was coming.
I definitely want to know. I'm sure people gonna want to know too.
Man, it was actually at first Rizzy Rod. Okay. Like corny as shit, but like
it's not really corny.
and then I changed it to Rizzy the Ridiclous because the stuff that I was saying was like outrageous. Okay. I was saying some like outlandish shit, and I had dropped Rizzy and then it was just Ridiclous. Okay. And you know how when some rappers, like, their name might be Young Camera or Camera, but they'll get on and be like, yeah, you know what it is, it's Young Camera. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I said that and just kept saying it.
So stuck.
Yeah, it just stuck, the Young Ridiclous, and like, it just never left.
I mean, it fits you though. Yeah. The first time I seen you perform was down at the event for Ayo Boutique. And the Anubis song, I think you did the Anubis song. I'm like, who's this nigga? Like, certain things will make you like tune into it because of course it's loud and people are rapping, but it's key words that sticks out. You be like, okay, I can rock with that for real. But you got some dope music, so
thank you. The guy, one of the guys down there, he came up to me and was like, yo, them niggas may not have heard you, but I heard you. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you actually gotta listen. That's a lot of people don't actually listen to music nowadays. I don't know. It's just like, it's a feeling though. It's a vibe. Certain things you got to allow to resonate with you, not just listen to the beat.
I try to what you about to say?
No, go ahead.
I try to I do little things where I get on social media and I scroll down. I see the slang, I see the memes, I see what's really, and I'm pretty sure a lot of artists do that, but it's like, I know when I talk about, a lot of people may not grasp it right away. Yeah. So I use what I see is in our culture and try to use that into my wording. Yeah. So it's not like I'm using slang that's not from my hood or no shit like that. Right. I'm using popular terms or whatever to, fill in the blanks gaps on the picture, right, for them to really understand what I'm saying.
But that makes sense, though, because if somebody don't know what you're talking about, that will make them look it up. Be like, oh, he sound good, but what? Like, what is this? And sometimes you don't have to look up.
Shit.
Everything sound the same.
It do.
Like, a lot of stuff sound the same nowadays. So the stuff that I'm attracted to when it comes to art is shit that really make you think. Yeah. Or things that you can resonate with, like I said. But, throw out your Instagram real quick so people can follow you if they want to follow you.
My Instagram is the Ridiclous one. You know what I'm saying? It's TheRidiclous, and it's one, the word, not the number. ONE. So that's Ridiclous, the Ridiclous one.
Young Ridiclous. Make sure y'all follow him.
And if you type in the RID, I should be the first one to pop.
All right. Young Ridiclous, y'all.
There's actually real quick, there's actually another guy named Young Ridiclous. I didn't know that because I like tried to search to see if anybody else had my name before I made that my official name, and it didn't pop up. And then when I went on YouTube, then like his shit pop up. So it's like Young Ridiclous, but he hasn't put anything else. It's like 09.
Different.
Yeah, so I'm like, what the hell? Like,
so let's see. Tell these people what you do other than make music, though. Because you do a lot more than just make music.
Yeah, I be You know, I make jewelry. I've been doing that for like almost like a year now.
Okay.
I work with crystals. I have other little things that I do too that I haven't made a major thing because music is my main thing.
Okay.
And you know, somehow I found that same amount of passion in jewelry, so I've been like pushing that as much too.
Yeah.
I do like tarot readings and stuff. Like I'm definitely like a spiritual nigga, like for real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
just
everything
not
that I do.
broadcasting it out here like a lot of people do.
Yeah, you know, it's just like I do a lot of spiritual things for real, but that I understand that I'm still a realist.
Yeah.
I don't think everything is spiritual. You know, I think something is still based off of reality that we're in.
Right.
You know, but I like to do a lot of shit. I like to read. You know what I'm saying? I meditate a lot. I like it's just like I'm trying to pick up bitches or something like that.
I mean, you can't help it if you do. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like solitude. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't mind being around people when it involves what I love to do.
Yeah.
I think that's my most where I'm like being an extrovert. You know what I'm saying? The most. And I'm really like an ambivert. That's what it is, like in the middle and shit.
But you can do both depending on how you feel that day.
Right. And it's like I don't know, man. I just it's crazy because I think that's one of the reasons, amongst others, that I wear shades. You know, because it's like I have a social battery, like we all do.
Yeah.
Sometimes that shit run out, and I don't be liking to leave events early because my social battery ran out. You know what I'm saying? This is still what I love to do. It's part of the job, part of the grind. You know what I'm saying? So amongst other things, you know, with the shades, it give me a chance to like engage but still have that solitude with self, that breather, just to be like,
it's understandable.
And if somebody say some dumbass shit, I have the seconds to really think about how I'm gonna react. You know, before I respond,
because they can't read it on your face.
Yeah. And I've been told that I can't hide my expressions with my face many a times since I've been young, so you know.
But you also have jewelry and a few venues though, right?
Yeah.
So plug that real quick, just in case they might stumble across and be like, oh yeah, you know, Young Ridiclous made
Definitely.
Or Dr. Beat It Up.
Yeah,
Dr. Beat It Up.
Dr. Beat It Up. I don't know how I forgot that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know I'm still getting into this. Dr. Beat It Up is actually the name. And it's Beat It, not Beat It, like Michael Jackson. People be, people be, mixing that up a little bit. Like I'll be getting cash apps from the establishments. I'm gonna get into that. From the establishments where people buy their bracelets, you know, you can cash app it and stuff. Yeah. And they don't spell beat it; they actually spell beat it up. And I'm like,
but the EJ.
Yeah, and it's like okay, but yeah, man. Ayo Boutique is actually one of the first. It's actually the first establishment where I've got my jewelry, and it's a establishment. You've been, but for the people who don't know, Ayo Boutique is a boutique of clothes, an abundance of different clothes, shoes, jewelry by yours truly, and a lot of the clothes and stuff is from people from all over, whether they be from Paris, Delaware, Chicago, DC, and all of the stuff is
nice stuff down there too.
Yeah, it's very unique. It's very, very unique, and to be honest, I've never seen nothing like it.
Right.
Like I've never been anywhere else in other niggas' hoods to see it, but it's nice to, to like like this shit is dope for real. And the other establishment is actually dope. And let me just give a shout out to these two. My man Rel and my man Shaq. I've known Shaq since like elementary school. And he actually owns Soul Club?
I never heard of
Soul Mansion, Black Acoustics. That's his Instagram.
Okay.
Yes, he owns Soul Mansion.
Okay.
And it's like a spiritual Airbnb. They do events there, open mics. Like it's pretty fucking dope. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. I'll introduce you to him. I'll plug you in with his Instagram and stuff.
I think I follow Black Acoustics on Instagram, but I've never heard of. Sometimes
Mansion.
the algorithm be like messed up, so you can't really see stuff sometimes unless you go to that person's page.
That's how you be forgetting you following niggas and shit.
Yeah,
you know
like, who is this? Oh, you just scrolling, liking stuff. Oh, this is eye-catching. Let me like this.
Shit is crazy.
But, let me see. You got any new music out? You doing any shows? Like,
I I just released 3 songs recently. I've been working on like treatments for videos, and I have been doing no performing lately, which is another key. I'm saying I have to get back out there, and I will soon. I've been trying to get a lot of things in order. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like lining the dogs up, the race. You know what I'm saying? Right. They can't race yet because they ain't all lined up and ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with shit right now. And but I make sure that, you know, I put out songs, and I'm definitely about to have like an abundance of videos, because I've gotten out of my own way with a lot of shit. Yeah. I've was on that whole thing like shit had to grow organically, not realizing that how things was is not how it is now. Yeah. And even with me getting older, how I started, it's a different time now than where I'm at now. So I kind of have to grow with the times, you know, be on social media more. I'm not really social media savvy, you know, but it's part of the job. I got to do it. Yeah. And I love what I do, so I try to find what I'm doing a part of, you know, what I'm doing, I try to give it that love too. So it's not like I gotta do this shit.
So out of all the songs that you made thus far, do you have a favorite? Like, you know how sometimes you be like, yo, this the one. Like, you got a favorite song that you made yet? You can't pick.
Yeah, I can't really pick right now. It would have to be Shadow Work. Okay. I guess. That one, yeah. It's crazy. I don't really know how I would say that, but I guess I would say that is because you don't really hear now. You do, which is good. Like I'm realizing that I'm not the only one of my kind that raps about the stuff that I rap about. They're out here. The wave just isn't big enough yet. Right. But yeah, like
that's the one.
Yeah, like that shit is just hard because you don't. I like how it's definitely we in the club doing shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Like just that first line alone, it defines that whole spiritual track.
And the whole feel of the song too.
Yeah, like it's just like, okay, all right, you know, rose quartz around my bitch neck. I cut the power if she disrespect. Just little shit like that. Yeah. Like it's, you know what I'm saying, little slick shit. And then it's like for niggas who want to get into the world, it's like, oh, all right, and make them go back and really try to understand. For niggas who are already in the world, it's like, damn, this nigga spin, like, because they already know. Yeah. Like for white kids in the suburbs who listen to these trap rappers, don't know what the fuck they talking about. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it make them go do research on some of that shit and make them, you know, engage more into the lifestyle or the energy of what the music is emulating.
So y'all know you brought a few songs with you today.
Yeah, I definitely did.
We're going to play one of your songs.
Oh, goody.
If anybody want to call in, feel free to call in at 1-855-493-6499.
Person, no number, I don't have to wait. Roll down the window in my problem and go meditate. I can touch the stars, I see I'm in a different space. If I can do that shit myself, then I don't have to wait. Nah, I don't have to wait. I know the plug person, no number, I don't have to wait. Roll down the window in my problem and go meditate. I can touch the stars, I see I'm in a different space. Yeah, nah, I don't have to wait. Too many bullets left the gun, he couldn't calculate. I couldn't discipline that bitch, I had to amputate. Your purpose requires your time and niggas swear you fake. Who, me? Nah, I ain't gotta wait. And if I wanted my GPS, gon' help me find a way. If it's about money, then let me know. I got time today. If not legal, then illegal. Nigga, crime pays. I had to cut off all my hoes, nothing but distractions. Now I got a new set of hoes, a new set of distractions. My bitch got money, stones, and dildos up under her mattress. She act right with me, with you, she a wonderful actress. She wanna bet I see you later, no masculine lacking. You hard got no idea what young Ridiclous is packing. You tall enough to get these shots, won't be doing no scrapping. Addicted to this thing called life, when I die I'm relapsing. I know the plug person, no number, I don't have to wait. Roll down the window in my problem and go meditate. I can touch the stars, I see I'm in a different space. If I can do that shit myself, then I don't have to wait. guns blazing like a fucking western. When I arrive, theme music like a fucking villain. Me and my niggas rolling up, we on the road to riches. They pulled over to pop a nigga, I said this not the mission. I had to show them with my goals, niggas ain't wanna listen. I cut her off like I'm in traffic, told that bitch good riddance. Baby girl, I'm young, ridiculous, the living definition. I made a way out of nothing, you can't sit here and do nothing. I came to earth just to hustle, minerals in the duffel. Outside with the trappers, I've been gang since the rascal. Nigga love won't last you, no patience, I'ma pass you. Chain swing like a tassel, getting pussy not a hassle. She said I had to wait, I hit a bitch with the stale face. Yeah, cause I ain't gotta wait. I got pussy waiting to sit on a nigga face. No number, I don't have to wait. Roll down the window in my problem and go meditate. I can touch the stars, I see I'm in a different space. If I can do that shit myself, then I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait. I know the plug person, no number, I don't have to wait. Roll down the window in my problem and go meditate. I can touch the stars, I see I'm in a different space. Yeah.
Alright, y'all. We back. Just played one of Young Ridiclous songs that he brought with him today.
Yep.
I'm going to hand the mic over to him so he can tell us about that song. Give us a little background.
The song is called Don't Wait. Actually, the song came from, and I think we all can relate to this, inconsistent ass weed men. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then, cause you know, I walk around, you know, go where I go get the grass from and shit, you know, in my habitat, where I'm from and shit, and you know, I go ask niggas like, yo, you know what I'm saying, what and don't nobody know, and then I forget, like, I got this nigga's number, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
And then I like said it, and I was like, I know the plug personal number, I don't have to wait, and I just said it, and then it just like kind of rocked for real.
Let me write something about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
and
saying?
look, I would not have thought that was about. That's a good one.
Because everybody be hating, you know, when they weed man and consistent, man. You know what I'm saying?
We got a caller, y'all.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Hi, I got a question for you. You said your music is it's about spirituality, your spiritual journey.
Yes.
Somewhat, right?
Yes.
And you mentioned shadow work. So my question is, what happened to put you on this journey, and what is shadow work?
Shadow work is when you do diving into, you know, internal self, basically internal engineering, with a series of meditative practices that help you dive into what they call it, past life regression. And you basically allow yourself to go back to speak to, you know, yourself during those times or situations where you felt as though that, you know, these are the reasons why you feel the way that you feel now.
So kind of like a form of self-healing.
Yes. You're basically going back to give yourself an epiphany. You know what I'm saying? During meditation. So that way, basically, what you did in the past don't have you feeling like, you know, how you feeling now. It's kind of like, think of it like Back to the Future, if you're familiar with that franchise. And kind of like how time, you know, you change the trajectory of time or the future based off what you do in the past. So it's kind of like that. And, you know, you basically can talk to your inner child. I forgot there's another term for it, but we all have an inner child. That all, you know, we all still have that pure form of innocence. You know, we all come from, you know, being a child that we kind of lose over time based off of the experiences and the stuff that we go through. And the shadow work just allows you to kind of bring yourself to reality, bring yourself to your higher self, because that shit keeps us, you know, it keeps us back, it keeps us stagnant, it keeps us in our own way.
Yeah, it helps you to sounds like it helps you to face the part of yourself that you may hide from or keep hidden or will be afraid to deal with.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No, you're good. And to answer your second question, I actually had some shadow. It's a crazy story right here. I was on some shrooms, and I was in the back seat. We was at Checkers in a drive-through, and I just went out, and when I woke up. If you're spiritual, then you have meditative, you astral project and stuff like that. If you're not, this may sound crazy, but you know. And I was in this pitch black forest that I've seen in past meditative states and stuff like that. And it was my shadow self. And I ain't really panicking nothing. The nigga was me. Just in all black and the eyes was red. Everybody's experience doing shadow work may be different, but this was just mine. And what he said to me was, he said just like this, he said, nigga, you cannot get upset when people don't see that you're not trying to help. When they don't see that you're trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you can and get back to what you're trying to build. Because we kind of get caught up on trying to,
people please.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially if we're like empaths and stuff like that. We like to build shit. What do they call it? We like to take on projects and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta drop the seeds and keep it moving.
Yeah, and it's like, sometimes we have there's this thing called etheric cords. And etheric cords are like tubes of energy that connect you to a person, place, or thing. And it keeps you connected to that thing, and it draws energy from you without you knowing. And and you can cut it doing, meditative practices and stuff like that, But that's what I really had like that,
that grand aha moment.
Yeah, like, what the hell? Like, because it was true, you know what I'm saying? And to this day, I still kind of struggle with that. Because I'm, building myself to be a reliable person for the people that I want to help. Yeah. But I still keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you still have to people can't get what they need from you if you can't get what you need from you first.
Right. And then some people you really can't help. It's not your priority.
Exactly.
To help them, no matter how strongly you may feel about it.
It's like a workaholic. You can't enjoy the benefits of what you building if you're too busy building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't sit back and just look at the structure of what you put together because you're too busy inside building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of kills the drive because then you kind of feel like you ain't shit happening for you. Yeah. Like, nigga, you like
you must be yourself away.
Yeah.
But see, that's another question though, right? Because I hear a lot of spiritualists say, "Oh, you got to deal with the healed this, or I want a healed mate." But in my opinion, you're never done healing. Like,
exactly.
You're always going through the ing. You're always growing. You're always healing. You're always learning. Exactly. If somebody come up to me and be like, "Oh yeah, like I'm healed," I wouldn't really believe it. You know what I mean? Because it's certain things that may trigger you subconsciously without you even really knowing. You'd be like, "Oh damn, I still have things to work on."
That's
Granted,
true.
we all do, but I just be like, I can't resonate with the I'm healed type because you never fully heal. The more you grow, the more you learn, the more you're healing yourself.
Right, and it's not like saying, "Oh, you want a toxic motherfucker." Yeah. But it's just a person understanding that, another quick little story. My grandparents had passed, right, and I was meditating and I tried to speak to them, right.
Call her.
And she's still.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Oh yeah, you. Oh,
and,
look.
Right, I'm listening. It's good.
All right,
listen, I appreciate you even speaking on this because it's definitely needed. It's necessary. So I appreciate you for that.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
No problem.
To wrap that up, because I always felt like before my grandmother passed, she didn't feel as though that I didn't feel as though she received the love that I really have for her. Yeah. And I have a picture of my grandfather on my altar. And you ever be around somebody, you can feel their body heat, and I felt that shit. And I'll be having these like. What is it? Y'all seen Lion King? Yeah. When like Mufasa came to him, I be having them type moments and shit. Like, because my grandfather told me, he said, "There's been times where you made me proud, and there's been times where you disappointed me. Yeah. But as long as you know that there's growth that's always needed, you'll be good. And I love you. And I've never really had that, weight on my shoulders. Like, damn, I never really got to show them that love until then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I think we all go through that, especially with people that pass and we never really got to say that last thing too.
Yeah.
So
especially grandparents. Like, that's so essential, yo. Like, it is crazy.
The glue of the family.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part, because I have altar for my grandmother too, right? And it's like it's crazy how she pop up in my dreams. Like most things, or people may call them downloads or whatever you want to call them, I get through my dreams, right? So it seems like every single time I'm thinking of her, that's when she pops in my dream. It's the craziest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I know exactly what you mean.
It's the most.
It's crazy.
It's very humbling though, because
you
realize how close you are to someone after life.
Yeah.
Like it's an amazing thing.
It's that energy.
Yeah.
And then I think, before we move on, I think it's that fear of scarcity. And I read, like, with your root chakra, it's out of whack when you start to act in the fear of scarcity. It's not enough love, and it's not enough, you know what I'm saying? And I just think people just, it's not enough time. They think it's not enough time to,
But it's always enough time. That's the thing. Like, even if you don't have it in this lifetime, you know? Like,
or it's not enough, or it's
a
scarce of their energy.
Yeah.
Because they're not around anymore.
And you be like, no, like, that's when you get more than energy. It's always there. That's the thing. You be like, damn, you don't find out how closely connected to someone you are, or were, or still is, until they pass. You be like, yo.
That's why it goes back to what I was saying about the bus and walking metaphor, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I was just saying this about myself, like, we get too busy trying to build.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just take a second and look back at what you built already. You know what I'm saying?
And rest is essential. Yeah. Whether not just sleeping, but rest. Like, taking time out for yourself, getting your mental together, because mental health is real. Like, not to go off the deep end, but people really out here really sad. They don't really like their lives for real. But if you take a second and look around, like you said, you'll really begin to understand how good you have it. Like,
I think it's crazy that people who are rich go through, like, the depression and stuff like that. It's like when a child, let's say a family that's not rich or whatever, a child that gets a toy for Christmas, by like March, they're not really playing with that shit anymore.
Right.
When people become famous who've been really wanting it, they get it and realize it's not all it's cracked up to be, but they're stuck with it. It's not like that Christmas toy. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of stuck with this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until you kind of fizzle out or self-sabotage.
Yeah.
And it's like you really don't want to do that because look of what you built.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they say, more money, more problems.
Yeah,
like,
that shit crazy.
There's a lot of people still wishing they were like, oh man, I wish I didn't have the fame. Like, the money is good, but the fame aspect could drag you down sometimes.
That's why I think to be blessed with talent, into like a Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole, they on some like superhero shit. And what I mean by that is like pop out when it's needed. Yeah. They ain't gotta stay out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you be like, oh, okay, give a little substance, go back in. Then everybody be like, hey, what happened to that? I did have a question. Dave, what was the question? Oh, actually, it's about a whole nother song. I keep going back to this song, right? Good. The Anubis song, right? The Anubis song. I really like that song.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. And y'all had this experience or dream, whatever you want to call it, that I was in a tomb, in Egypt, bro. And this feminine energy that was there, I was laying on my back. It was me, Teresa, and a guy. I don't remember who the guy was. But we were laying on our back, and she was about to transfer some energy into us. Like, I seen the golden, whatever you want to call it, that she had. I can't recall what it's called because I've never lived back then. Right. As far as I can remember. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Glimpses. They flashing glimpses.
I was there, yo. I looked all this shit up, and it's really real, okay? So I'm like, all right, bet. But...
Because I think they did that shit in like one of the X-Men movies. Where they was in Egypt time.
It was some type of... It
was transferring.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's when crazy. The female energy came around, and she was like, meet Azar. And I'm like, okay. But I seen this huge Egyptian god, bro. Like, it was huge. To where I'm like, Azar, but okay, is another name for Osiris, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. And she transferred Azar, okay, into the guy.
Right.
But the guy jumped up and was like, I forgot what he said. I think he said Anubis. I think he said Anubis or something like that. And then it kind of put a halt to the transference that was about to take place with me and Teresa. So I'm like, what is this about? But don't you know how some things you get in like spurts?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you think that meant.
It could have been something that I was seeing that happened in another life. Like, it could have just been something wanted me to see that interaction. I can't even say.
It just happens.
Yeah, I don't even know, but it was like
It'd be hard
in
to
the
explain.
term, yo, so hard to explain. So I'm like, yo, what is this? So I'm like, Man, Teresa was like, dang, who is the other guy? She was like, don't Ron got that song called Anubis. I'm like, yo, he definitely does, but I don't remember who the guy was. Like,
Right.
the face.
That's
So I've been looking up. I'm like, you can't really find a lot on Egyptian god soul transference or whatever. You know, some stuff not gonna be online.
Right.
But I'm like, bro, what is this? I don't like. What are you trying to tell me aside from?
That should be crazy.
Bruh, I don't know, but I'm just waiting to get whatever else.
Since we trading
might
stories
become-
real quick. Since we trading stories real quick, right? Since we trading spiritual. All right, so I remember because I'm not monogamous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for that, but one of the things that kind of helped with that decision making, I was with a chick at the time, and I started dealing with another chick, and I fucked with them both.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, yo, I wish I could get them to meet. I was not who, mentally, I was not who I am today. And then I was lying. The definition of cheating, you know what I'm saying? I was actually doing that because I wasn't being honest about my actions. And shit caught up with me and stuff like that. You ever like continue to fuck with an ex afterwards? Like, you may still hit it or whatever, but y'all not really together or whatever.
I can say a long time ago.
But like, so like, I guess, the universe was just trying to tell me like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because, and it's crazy how something actually popped off with Shorty, but I didn't know what the fuck it meant. But in the little vision, whatever Pitch Black Forest that I went back to in the first thing, I'm walking around and I see her. So I'm like, before I could say anything, like, what are you doing here? The vision like changed, and it's like all my exes that I've ever been with, like taking a nice little stab at me.
They were literally stabbing
me, yeah. And then the shit was graphic as fuck because not only did they started doing it, but a whole bunch of women that I don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these women, but they just was coming out of nowhere, partaking in, yeah. And it just like, it fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? And I never knew, but I kept doing what I was doing. And situation happened where I had to, fight our brother and all that other shit and everything. And then it kind of made sense. Like, nigga, you're not moving in the way that you say or think you're moving. And that's why you keep finding yourself. They say, like, wherever you go, that's where you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you didn't have that awareness of that. So it's like the universe was like, nigga, I had to teach you real quick. So
it'll bite you in the
yo. So
when you least expect it.
The way I realized, like, yo, you gonna be you, yo. Just be genuine about it.
Yeah.
Like, just don't be afraid to tell a motherfucker your life because you think you sparing their feelings.
Yeah.
The most thing they can do is either be with it or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And once I made that decision, like, my life kind of, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, much better. Look, that's all you want nowadays, just peace anyway.
Yeah.
So do you, well, of course you would. Like, do you put that into your music as well? Or
Hell
you just,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Because I can say I had not a similar experience, but I had this dream I was in a forest, yo, and I was scared.
Yeah,
I was afraid though. Like, I did not want to be in that forest, and I was standing in front of this tree, and I remember somebody behind me. I couldn't see him, but I was looking at this tree, and the shit was glowing green. So I'm like, do it got something to do with the heart chakra? Like, what's going on?
I was thinking that.
It was dark, and I was scared. Like, I can literally sit and say, like, yo, I did not want to be there. I did not want to be there. So I'm like, okay. And certain things transpired to where as though I was like, okay, maybe I could understand where that came from. For the time where I had that experience, but
I think we just be wanting immediate answers.
Yes,
that's what it is.
The universe will give you puzzle pieces, and it'll be a year down the line before you even get the second one.
That is true.
Like, what's going on right now?
And I think the meditation and stuff like that, it teaches us that patience,
right?
Because it's like the patience and awareness. If we keep that, we'll be able to spot it. As soon as the lesson, we'll be able to spot it, like, oh, okay.
Like, I get it now.
Right. Instead of being upset because whatever happened got us out of our character, and then be like, man, fuck that shit, I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
like
crazy.
Stuff be happening that you can't even control. But look, we know you brought 2 songs with you today.
Yes, we did.
So we're getting ready to play the second song, because we could talk all day. Yeah. We could talk all day. We get ready to play song number 2. If you want to call in, callers, remember you could call at 1-855-493-6499.
Yes, call in. And by the way, this song is called Ridiclous Courts.
Ridiclous Courts,
you know what I'm saying?
Had to take shrooms for the next trip. Can't be satisfied with basic. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Diamond covering on my index. I'ma still the show, David Ruffin. Let her know the chosen one coming. I'm a 27 with a dash on 100. Related coats on the left wrist. Had to take shrooms for the next trip. Can't be satisfied with basic. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Diamond covering on my index. I'ma still the show, David Ruffin. Let her know the chosen one coming. I'm a 27 with a dash on 100. Look. Stone fist while I'm stoned and lit. I keep dropping ashes on her forehead. She drunk them all but want more kids. Plotting on the world from the basement. No halo, but I'm heaven sent. Boy, turn this shit up to the max. Yo, bro, where I learned this at. Meditate and put dick in her back. Safari rides through your habitat. These poachers don't know how to act. I ring glass before I ring your hand. She a real one, baby, understands. Tried middle finger to the clan. I'm too high, boy, I'm scared to stand. If I do, I might never land. Never going back to where I've been. Brutalated courts on the hand. Gemstone for those who don't understand. I'm the evolution and the man. All white, off-white and Vans. When I roll, I smell that pussy on my hands. Smell like cotton candy, living grass. They gon' cheer it on if it's lame. They gon' call it cool when it's flames. Looking at the same shit, but not in the same way. I can't let them niggas in my way. Gas in the air like spray. When you on your purpose, shit change. Cheers, everybody know your name. Wife beater in my silver chain. Celestial menace like Kane. Dig her down, pulling out her braids. The Uber make her take the walk of shame. Pussy good, but conversation lame. She can stimulate a nigga brain. I don't wanna see her face again until I wanna get some face again. I'ma save my family with my pen. Shit on adversaries with a win. Real ones can relate like we can. Beat the beat, right? You and Ken. If I wanna fuck, we can not be friends. All white, feeling holy, about to sin. Blowing weed and troubles in the wind. Be your reflection to the end. No heart for hoes like I'm the 10. Man, I'm all over this bitch. Minerals cover my wrist. Yeah. Caught to the left wrist. Had to take shrooms for the next trip. Can't be satisfied with basic. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Diamond covering on my index. I'ma still the show, David Ruffin. Let her know the chosen one coming. I'm a 27 with a dash on 100. Brutalated coats on the left wrist. Had to take shrooms for the next trip. Can't be satisfied with basic. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Diamond covering on my index. I'ma still the show, David Ruffin. Let her know the chosen one coming. I'm a 27 with a dash on 100.
Will, this is important.
Bang, y'all. All right, we back with song number 2, Regulated Chords. Tell us a little bit about that song. I know that might be your favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite. So I had a lot of y'all. My bad. Regulated Chords is definitely one of my favorite songs right now. Oh, it's my favorite right now. And I made that song because I had gotten abundance of it. Mm. Like I'm on my fingers, on my wrists, and like I'm wearing the necklace right now, and it's just I really like the stone. Like I really love it. Yeah. And like I got a song called Soda Light.
Yeah.
I got a song called Solar Plexus. You know what I'm saying? And I like at the time Soda Light was my favorite stone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just was naming it off of that and shit. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite songs. The healing properties, the look of it, and I have a song called Celestial Drip.
I like that one.
Thank you. I follow that shit too. I'm trying to do a video for it. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't came up with the right concept. But you know how the Migos and all rappers, we talk about their jewelry.
Yeah.
I like to talk about it the same way, but I'm talking about different jewelry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, that emulates the spiritual trap energy and stuff like that. So
yeah, I like that Celestial Drip one.
Yeah.
Let me see. Your latest mixtape that you dropped, are you still promoting that as well as the singles that you putting out?
To be honest, I need to be promoting everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? I just have a plethora of songs that the whole world hasn't heard yet.
Yeah.
Even if they're old or hella old, it don't matter. But to answer the question, no, I haven't been, because I've just been kind of gearing up to drop this project, which I've been ready to drop like for some time now, which is called Straight Outta Solitude.
Okay.
And
I like that title too.
Thank you. Basically just describing what the mental goes through and what we kind of experience. Like, not really, it's not a quarantine type theme, you know what I'm saying? But but the title came from that, Straight Outta Solitude, because we know we were all quarantined and stuff.
Yeah.
But the project is just basically doubling down on just me being a spiritual nigga and in the hood, like
definitely keep promoting your old stuff too. I still listen to it.
Yeah.
Like I still listen to it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like more people still need to hear it. Like you said, you should promote that shit all the time. Actually,
definitely.
Along with the
after I drop this one, after I drop this project, it's just going to be even more. Like I already said earlier, that I'm planning an abundance of like videos. But after this, it's definitely going to be just like straight videos, because again, it's so much music. Even if you heard a song from the project, you haven't heard the project, so it's like
Yeah.
So I got.
So all the songs that you recently put out is going to be on your.
No.
Okay, so you just working on.
Yeah.
Whole different.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because it's like I try to be consistent and I try to give people stuff, and it's like when you're in my position, out of sight, out of mind. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be that, because you got to build that up and you trying to do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep the momentum going. And because I love what my wordplay does to people, just like I love what my jewelry does to people. You know what I'm saying? The feeling that it gives them and stuff like that, and then or like because I'm still a lyricist at the end of the day. Yeah. And it's crazy. Before the quarantine, before people really got this whole spiritual wave, I've always been told to dumb down my shit.
Why?
Because people are not going to understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's crazy now that everything has happened. That's all you see on TV now.
Yeah.
Like almost every commercial got some little bit of yoga in it.
And in Walmart, they got the candles in Walmart.
They got the Dick from State Farm guy doing yoga and shit, like meditative. Like, they had Grover on Sesame Street doing meditative practices for kids and shit. So it's like you can't tell me there's no market for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I understand that the wave ain't as big. We need a surfer to ride that motherfucker.
Right.
Pause. You know what I'm saying? To really do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And don't make it commercial, because it's not a commercial.
Yeah,
thing.
it's really a
Like,
lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
the thing. A lot of people want to.
It's really a way of living, just like hip hop. It's really a
Yeah.
lifestyle. It's a way of living. Gangster rap, all the subgenres and stuff. Those are real ways of living. You know what I'm saying? Different paths that we've accepted and stuff like that. So it's like,
get how you live at the end of the day.
yeah. And then it's like, Beyonce talked about charging her crystals in the moonlight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not her initial like. And I've always thought about it like when people hear Young Ridiclous, like when you hear Moneybagg Yo, when you hear Lil Wayne, when you hear Jay-Z, you already know what type of music you're gonna get. So when people hear Young Ridiclous, it's like, what are they gonna get? I want to make sure they know what they're gonna get every time they hear my shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna know what they getting if they really actually listen to it.
Yeah.
If they listen to the music, they gonna know what they getting. But one more time, we got like 5-6 minutes. One more time, can you plug your social media so people can follow you and keep up with you?
I'm very, very, very active on Instagram, which is the Ridiclous one. TheRidiclousone. The word, not the number. The Ridiclous one. If you want to look up my music, I have music on all streaming platforms. Wherever you get your music, that's where I'm at. And it's Young Ridiclous. Ridiclous.
Oh, look, we was reading the comments. Let's see what they say. Somebody said song. I love this song. Somebody else put some flames.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody that's commenting
Much love
right
and
now.
Support. Somebody said, that's my mother. She said, I like the fact that you really have a meaning behind your music. This comes from your inner being. It surely does.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm glad you didn't dumb down, stay you. Shout out to Mixation Radio.
Shout out to you. Thank you.
Thanks y'all for tuning in as well. Y'all could definitely share it. What they say? We've experienced and learned so much over the last year. It's crazy. Facts.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds like past memories. That's facts too. Female trauma. That's definitely a fact. Sometimes you don't know where it's coming
Yeah, you definitely don't know where it's coming from. And that's for men too.
Yeah, look.
Men have to understand that feminine energy too.
Right.
And y'all can definitely, like, you know what I'm saying, hit me up on the gram if there's anything you want to know about gemstones or crystals or, the spiritual Airbnb, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody said I love the dream visits.
Ayo Boutique, we can talk about all that stuff.
Yeah.
I got a lot of good content coming out, so, and I appreciate everybody that's commenting right now. Definitely.
And don't forget to follow. Where can they get your music though? Are you on Apple?
Yeah, I'm on Apple.
Yeah, because I got mine on Apple. I'm going to just tell everybody I got mine on Apple Music, y'all.
Yeah, I'm on Apple, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Google Play, I'm on Tidal, like wherever I'm on YouTube. But I will say this, YouTube is the only, because earlier, like I said, there is another Young Ridiclous.
Yeah.
So when you type my name up, it'll be like, did you mean this? And show him.
Yeah.
But then you're going to be like, no.
Okay.
And then click on what you type, and then my shit is going to pop up.
So y'all got to make sure y'all spell it the way that he spelled
Right, make sure y'all spell it the way that I spell it. You know what I'm saying? They're still going to be like, did you mean this?
Yeah.
But you click on my shit and all my stuff will pop up. You know what I'm saying? I have videos. It's not like I don't have any videos. I have some videos. I'm still, like I said earlier, I'm working on some new ones. So, yeah, like I just want to share the same vision that most people have, but may not have that person to do it for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like this, but
Don't
okay
know how
with
to
just
express it.
right and
Yeah.
okay with just being with who they are. You know what I'm saying? They might can't deal with what it takes to be that person that is the messenger for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So.
My bad. I was reading the comments.
Nah, you good. You the ruined too. But yeah, man.
I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all, don't forget to follow Young Ridiclous on social media.
I follow
and
back
check
too.
Out. And he follow back.
Yeah, I follow back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like Instagram bougie or nothing.
Yeah. So follow him, check out his music. If you got iPhone, you could definitely download it on Apple Music. And if you hit me up or you hit him up, I could just send send it to you.
Yeah.
Share it.
Hit me up on Instagram. I will gradually send it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start doing giveaways too. You know what I'm saying? You can check out my jewelry on my page and all that. You know.
And he makes beautiful jewelry, guys. So definitely.
Thank you.
So before we cut it out, do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to say to leave the guests with?
I just want to say thank you.
No problem.
I just want to say I appreciate the opportunity. First of all, I'm proud of you for even, turning what you trying to manifest to fruition. Because this came from an idea, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the fact that you doing it and it's not just a want. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it's inspirational. For real. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't like the first time we met. Yeah. I already know, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I like seeing growth in people. Right, you know what I'm saying? So, I fucks with that.
Definitely appreciate it too, though.
Much love.
Definitely. One last time, y'all, do not forget to follow Young Ridiclous on YouTube and Instagram. If you follow him, he definitely follows back. Check out his music. Make his views go up. Comment on the videos. That's what makes the videos it pops up. It pops up for more people
on the algorithms and stuff like that.
So the more you like it, the more people will be able to see it.
Yeah, definitely. This is for y'all. This is not just for me. It's a bigger picture here.
And it's relatable. So definitely holler at him. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll definitely be seeing you next time.
That was definitely a good ass interview.
Well, thanks. I try to make it a little different instead of the Q&A.